everybody. Good morning. It's a nice sunny day here in southeast Michigan at the homestead. So today I'm going to be getting our rain barrels set up that we're going to use for the garden. So just going to take you along as I try this. Watch again, as always, watching other videos and get ideas. And so I'm going to see if I can get this to work and take you along as I do it. So I put this gutter up the other day. This is the back of our garage. It has a shed attached to it, and never had a gutter back here. So got the gutter up. Not perfect, but it's been a while since I've done gutter. But it is going to work, and then we're going to set up a platform for the barrels, which are all right there. I'm going to use 4 barrels to start with. I'm going to make this system expandable if we decide we want to do that. So gonna start getting this ground leveled out and at least get the barrels in place, and then go from there. So I got everything leveled out. Should have moved over to the left here a little bit, but because as you can see, the boards are sticking out a little bit more than I'd like them to. So instead of taking it all apart, moving, I have some other cinder blocks here, so I'm just going to level those out and put them on this end just to help support that. And I think this is where they're going to go. So that's kind of the setup as I go along. Now it's going to be, just kind of getting the fittings together. Got to rinse these barrels out a little bit, so I got to actually turn the water on to the outside spigot. But moving along. Tree roots. Little axe is taking some abuse. I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing with it, but that's why I have a sharpener. So. This is a 6-inch Atrium Grate that just going to cut the hole out, flip it upside down, and we'll put some screen or some filter in there just to keep any debris out of the barrels because the water will be coming right into this from the gutter. I'm just getting ready to put the plugs in this. Kind of measured roughly 2 inches from the bottom. Make the holes. So this is what we'll be putting in. It's a 3/4 inch inside diameter union fitting. It's threaded. So I'm going to drill a hole, and then I'll show you how you get this the inner part into the barrel, and pretty easy process actually. So here you go. So we're going to just get this plug out of here. Just use a pair of channel locks. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have the tools and you know, the actual tool that does it, that's awesome. But you know, use what you got. That'll work, and this works. For the most part. Just gonna get that out. Okay, so that's out. So get this deal in here. Just going to do this, which is just I'm just using twine with a you know, a nut as a weight. Just put it down through the center here. Maybe. There we go. And basically, I just send that down until it hits the bottom. Maybe tilt this way just a little bit. Pull that out, and then you just send the fitting down. Oop, skipping you guys over. Sorry about that. It's just a matter of just feeding it through. There it is. And then just grab the washer that goes on the outside and the nut, and you just feed everything on. And I'm probably going to clean this up a little bit better, so I'll probably end up taking this back off, but just for the sake of showing y'all. I'll probably put some silicone on here as well. Just tightening that down, and boom, the fitting is in. Hey everybody, so just getting this last bulkhead fitting put in place, and just put some silicone caulk. It's actually made for gutters, but you know, it's certainly going to work in this situation. And what I did, as you can see, the barrel's laying on its side, so to keep the bulkhead fitting from staying or from it falling back in, I just ran the string and used the cap just to hold everything taut, as you can see right there, just to hold that in place while I put that on. And now I'm going to put the nut and washer on the outside. And the bonus is that the silicone is actually holding that fitting in place, so just want to be careful. I mean, it's still, even if it was to fall back in, it's still attached, so I can still get it. But definitely keep the the string or twine, whatever you're using in this situation, in place until you get this fitting in. About as tight as I can get that. I'm going to bring the channel locks in. Let's give this some more turns. I probably should get another bigger set, but this is a little too small for this nut. But hoping this one will work. It's got this lip on the bottom, this little blue deal here, but hopefully this will work. We'll test it out, and if it doesn't, then I'll figure something out. Okay, so the other thing I've done on all the other barrels is drilled a hole in the middle to put this 90-degree threaded T in, and this is going to act as a vent, because I'm going to keep the caps on this, just to get, we're going to put screen on on this anyway, but just felt it was less chance that anything's going to get in it going with the 90-degree angle, as opposed to leaving one of the caps open. So I'm just going to do this right now. Bonus here is you don't need to really use silicone or anything. It'll screw right in, and I mean, if you want to, you certainly can. And then we'll put some screen over that with with a rubber band probably, or a zip tie. Got all the bulkhead fittings in place. I had taken these three off from the other day, just because I had shot the video and then realized that I really did need to silicone them just as an insurance. I don't want to get all this together and then realize that I got leaks. So now I'm gonna get the elbows in, these 90-degree deals, and then there'll be a short piece of pipe that goes down to a T, and then the rest of the system. So I'm gonna start working on that. Gonna use some Teflon tape, these to screw in, so this should be pretty easy. Hello everybody, I pretty much have this completed. So I just figured I'd take you for a quick tour. I was going to do more of a step-by-step, but I just got to a certain point where the video on my phone just wasn't cooperating. Just gonna kind of run through how this is working, and we haven't tested it yet, but I think I have it at least to where it will collect water, hold water, so I'll take you over here, and so I use 4-inch pipe, looking back, I would have gone like an inch smaller, got done 3-inch, but 4 inches what I decided on, so here we are. So basically I have that Y connector there with the one going into the barrel, and the other one is a first flush, so that'll go down as I pan down here. Hopefully you can see it, and it ends there with that, where that end cap is. And basically the idea is that any, you know, leaves, anything like that, asphalt from the roof will go down into that first, so that it lessens how much is going to go into the barrel. And then the second, sorry about that, the second one here is the overflow, which will go down and just drain out. And then earlier in the video you saw where I used that Atrium Grate. So I just put some, I had some screen in the garage, so I just put some screen up to help, you know, just any other sediment that gets through. And we'll probably put, we're going to put something up on the gutters itself as well, just haven't gotten there yet. And then those air vents, again, just some screen I had, and just zip tied them on. And then we have the pipe. So this pipe going to the left will actually be attached to a faucet. I haven't hooked that up yet because we are going to get a solar pump to put on here to pump the water out to the garden. And then I put a shut-off valve between each barrel, so that if you have to do anything, you can just shut the water off. And then going on down the line, and then this thing here is a sight tube, and we'll put some foam over that just to keep it out so no algae grows in it. But basically, we're probably going to cover all these barrels up with a tarp, but this will allow us to see what the levels are in the barrels. You know, whenever we want to, hey, you know, how much water we have, we can just pull the foam off of that and see. And then again, I made this expandable, so if we decide we're going to put more barrels on, then we can do that. So just want to go over some of the things. Earlier in the video I had mentioned that you know, when I had initially had placed and leveled everything, that I thought the barrels would, you know, were fine where they were. Did have to move them over to the right just a little bit, and to, you know, accommodate the plumbing coming in. Again, things, you know, initial things that I think I would change would be the you know, probably not using 4-inch pipe, maybe going down to a 3-inch or so. But you know, when we did test it, you know, it certainly handled the water. The water leveled out not as quickly as I thought it probably would, but as you can see, I don't know if you can see, you know, the water we did run in from the hose, pretty much all the barrels are, you know, at the same level. So we're supposed to get some rain tonight, so this will definitely get a test out. So I'm actually going to come out and try to video, you know, the system once it starts raining. It's supposed to, I think, around 6 o'clock, and we're supposed to get about an inch and a half of rain, which we really desperately need here in Michigan. It has been so dry. So we got rain, and so the barrels filled up. The system worked exactly the way we wanted it to. And so yesterday while I was at work, Denise sent me a text saying that one of the barrels was leaking. And so I'm looking at it this morning, and it's this barrel right here, the one I was worried about. And as you can probably see, let's see if I can zoom in. It's a little blurry for you, but that's just leaking right out of the bottom of that fitting, which is what I was afraid of. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drain the rest of the water out of this barrel, and try to dry it off best I can, and just try to re-silicone it. The one downside that I'm learning with this is that I mean, I can take it apart. I'd have to cut the PVC pipe and then splice everything back together, get some, you know, other pieces and parts to do it. But I'm just going to try the silicone trick first to see if that works, and if I have to, then I'll start cutting things. And then once I'll test it out again to see how it's doing, and if it's working well, it's not leaking, then golden. If not, then that's off to the store to get what I need. So it's filling up. Right at the moment when I first did this, there was a little leak on the top. I just kind of maneuvered the silicone a little bit, and the leak has stopped. So probably going to stop it right here, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it because I don't want to get it back up to level with the other barrels and then find out that it's leaking. So just going to shut that off, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to grab a marker and just put a mark on it, and let it sit for half hour, just to see if the level goes down. And if I think I have it solved, then we'll go ahead and let the water flow back into it. Well, it's leaking, so I'm going to try one other thing. I pulled away most of the silicone. I'm going to see if I can't tighten that nut down a little bit. And if not, I'm just going to have to leave it shut off. And the only other thing I can think of besides tearing that section away is to see if I can get that nut off, and then see if I can get like a washer or something that's going to fill the gap there. I think where it's leaking, the gasket just isn't sealing. So I'm going to try, see if I can't tighten this anymore. Just except I forgot it's a reverse thread, so keep that in mind, boys and girls. And that may have worked. It has stopped. Now, again, I'm going to keep an eye on it just to make sure that may have solved our problem. I'm hoping. Well, we're going to keep an eye on it. So tightening down that bulkhead fitting worked. It has not leaked, so that's just awesome. So finally got this done. It is ready to be used. As you can see, the barrels have gotten a definite workout in the last couple of days. We hadn't had any rain in the last month or so. And now we have standing water, and our little lake on the backside of our property is back. And so again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it inspires you to put together a rain catchment system, for you to use around your place, and that you can use that water for your vegetable garden, your flowers, whatever you choose to use it for. So thanks for coming along with us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.